got some work to do now.
Hey everyone, it's Cory McCarthy and thank you for tuning in. This is a deserved follow-up to my previous video to Scooby, which I will link below for your convenience. Scooby just released a video presenting a challenge for someone to provide him examples of vegan bodybuilders who have reached or are within 20 pounds of their natural limit. He said he would be happy to change his tune about vegan bodybuilding, but requires a decent number of examples to do so. And he specifically requested folks at 8% body fat. However, I do need to correct him in one area before I begin. He claims in his video that the natural limit is an FFMI of 26, going by his provided charts.
I'd like to know how you officially arrived at that figure, Scooby, because the existing research on FFMI caps naturals at 25, not 26. And said paper used a sample size of 157 male athletes, including 20 Mr. America winners between the years of 1939 and 1950.
Thus, this video will be using that paper's guidelines, or 25 as the FFMI limit for a natty, not 26. Since I am all about evidence-based approach, that is, I don't see any reason to go by more than 25. Also understanding that not all folks genetically will even be able to reach that limit, and that has nothing to do with being vegan or not, it's just a matter of genetics. I also want to preface by saying that I will be specifically using examples of vegan bodybuilders who compete as part of the Plant Built team, and I will be pulling their height and weight statistics from Plant Built's official website. I will also be using males, sorry ladies, this is because the FFMI research was based on males, and I want to keep this simple. Now that being said, if you were interested in my theories on female FFMI and natty potential, check out my relatively popular female fake natty video, which I will link down in the description below for your convenience. Now let's begin.
I will kick off with Richard Campbell, aka the Vegan Rasta. Richard built all of his muscle on a vegan diet. Plant Built claims that he is 6 feet tall and 185 to 190 pounds in contest condition. Now, going by his stage photos, I'd estimate his body fat percentage to be around 7%. This puts Richard around an FFMI of 24.01, which is only 0.99 points away from the 25 cap, or approximately 7 to 8 pounds away from that limit, at 7% body fat, that is. Next, we move on to Arvid Beck. Plant Built claims he is 5'9" and 169 to 176 pounds in contest condition. Going by his stage photos, I'd estimate his body fat percentage to be around 7%. This puts Arvid around an FFMI of 24.22, which is only 0.78 points away from the 25 cap, or approximately 5 to 6 pounds away from that limit, at 7% body fat. Next, we move on to Derek Treesize. Plant Built claims he is 5'11" at 190 pounds in contest condition. Now, going by his stage photos, I'd estimate his body fat percentage to be around 7%. This puts Derek around an FFMI of 24.7, which is only 0.3 points away from the 25 cap, or approximately 2 to 3 pounds away from that limit, at 7% body fat. Next, we move on to Corin Sutton. Plant Built claims he is 5'10" at 182 pounds in current contest condition. Going by his stage photos, I'd estimate his body fat percentage to be around 7%. This puts Corin at an FFMI of 24.34, which is only 0.66 points away from the 25 cap, or approximately 5 pounds away from that limit, at 7% body fat. Finally, we move on to Torrey Washington, aka the Vegan Dread. Torrey has been vegan since 1999 and was also a vegetarian since birth, if I am not mistaken. Plant Built claims he is 5'7" at 160 pounds in contest condition. Going by his stage photos, I'd estimate his body fat percentage to be around 7%. This puts Torre around an FFMI of 23.35, which is 1.65 points away from a 25 cap, or approximately 11 to 12 pounds away from that limit at 7% body fat. Now, Torre is definitely the smallest of the examples that I provided, but he is still within your 20-pound guideline by 8 to 9 pounds.
That is 5 solid examples of lean male vegan bodybuilders who are nearing their natural limit. Had you asked for a pro,
I would have cited Barney Duplessis, who was the 2014 Mr. Universe winner, who claims that a meat-free diet, and I'm quoting this, gave him more energy and endurance in the gym than ever before.
But Barney is clearly not natural at his size and competition level. It is also worth considering that at the end of the day, given that there are only an estimated 1 million vegans in America as of 2008, and 542,000 vegans in Britain, for instance, as of 2016, vegans are clearly a small minority of the population. Then, factor in that 80% of US adults don't even get the basic daily recommended amount of exercise according to the CDC, let alone rigorous weight training and dieting. So vegans who actually lift would statistically be a tiny minority within a tiny minority. Basically, spot the fucking unicorn. And then of that tiny minority within that tiny minority who do lift, what percentage actually care to compete? I certainly don't, at least not in bodybuilding or physique, and I have no interest in dropping my body fat lower than 10 to 12%. So, Scooby, just because you haven't seen any examples yourself, or just because many examples don't currently exist, does not imply that vegans are incapable of putting on mass effectively. That's just an appeal to ignorance fallacy. Anyway, I hope this video has provided you and others with some perspective. And I've covered protein quality, hormones, and various other vegan-focused topics relating to fitness and nutrition on this channel previously, if you were interested in perusing my videos, and I always back my claims with research because fuck bro science. Vegans are athletically capable of anything non-vegans are, but don't just take it from me. Here's the official, heavily peer-reviewed statement from the American Dietetic Association.
It is the position of the American Dietetic Association that appropriately planned vegetarian diets, including total vegetarian or vegan diets, are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. Well-planned vegetarian diets are appropriate for individuals during all stages of the life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, adolescence, and for athletes.
At this point, I expect you to kindly concede and make a public statement correcting your views. Everyone, please leave your thoughts in the comments below and give this video a like and share it to help spread the word. And please share it on Scooby's various social media to ensure that he and or his followers see it. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe and the bell buttons to keep on top of my content updates. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.